bank holiday weekend and some big celebrations ongoing. We're going to be at Milford Haven down at the RAF. Road closure job. Yes, we are having a big street party. Road closure down at the RAF underway right now, and lots getting underway there this afternoon from 2 o'clock. So do pop along, come and say hello. Our main stage is going up right now, and we'll be live on that very stage from 6 o'clock and live right here on Pure West Radio from 7. We've got Chris Didcote. We've got Vision Arts. We've just got loads going on. More details available on our website. Check it out, purewestradio.com. So every week I like to catch up with my compadre, Sir Carl Williams. As we like to talk health, fitness, and well-being advice. How the devil are you, my man? You all gravy?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm easing my way into the Jubilee weekends. I had a client cancel this morning, so I was ready to go in at 7:15, and they couldn't make it. They were going to train at home, so I've had a nice, easy morning. I've just relaxed. I've chilled. I've looked about what I'm going to do this weekend. I'm going to come to you guys later on today. Pop in and say hi if I can get a lift there with my dodgy foot.
No, then, yeah. How is the foot?
It's there. It's hanging on the bottom of my leg. It's getting in the way when I'm trying to do stuff, and then reminding me I shouldn't be doing stuff. But I've just started my rehab. I'm getting like 15 minutes on a recumbent bike. I've got the arm bike going in to make sure I can work on the upper body from a cardio perspective as well as upper body weights. It's going all right. I'm in a positive mindset. It's just there niggling all the time, and I've got to remind myself not to do too much. So this weekend's going to be quite difficult because there's so much going on.
Yeah, well, try and take it easy, my man. Try and take it easy. So every week we talk health, fitness, and well-being advice. I've had a great question in, actually, from Anne Harrod. Anne Harrod Jones in Johnston. Thanks, Anne Harrod, for reaching out. This is a really good one because it often plays on my mind, this. And Harrod says, obviously this weekend, I'm going to be drinking and eating quite a lot. So do I now double up on my workouts next week to make up for it? I mean, that's a great question, isn't it? I mean, we're all going to overindulge this weekend. There's going to be lots of parties, lots of food, lots of drink. We're going to be excessively consuming probably all of it. But doing double the work next week, will that counteract it, Carl? I mean, Anne Harrod, thanks for getting in touch. Great question in on the Facebook page.
Hey, Anne Harrod, thanks for the question. It's a great question, and you'll get a mixed opinion on this. But the one thing I will say is failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So, being conscious of the position that you're going to be in this week, you should have probably already been eating better, cleaner, and working out maybe a little bit more intense or kind of doing a little bit more to counteract it prior. Then obviously, whilst you are out and enjoying yourself, you can enjoy yourself, but obviously bear in mind what you are consuming at the same time. Try to still set yourself a reasonable limit. You're going to go out and have drinks. Well, okay, if you normally have 4 or 5, and in your normal week you counter for that and you work for that, and your weight or your fitness doesn't up and down, then if you're going to have a few more, well, you probably won't need to do too much more. But if you're going to go out there and be excessive and have drinks and foods every single day, well, that will have a detrimental effect on your recovery, on your progression over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I would definitely have been doing something over the last couple of days. Maybe getting out, and if you are going and going to enjoy yourself, walk a little bit more, get out in there, do a little workout before you go. But I wouldn't go and double up. Doubling up is not something that's going to be good for your body. It's, you've got to flush everything out of your system. You've got to get your motivation back up, and you've got to get your mindset back in action, because it's more the mindset after a busy weekend. It's kind of you're chasing those highs. You're living for that moment. You're experiencing it. You're having a great time. You're thinking, yes, this is the life I want to live. And then you go back to work on the Monday and everything slows down. And it's very, very difficult to kind of get back on that pedestal and get back on that flow on the plane as a boat would do. So you've really got your mind in shape, first of all. And the way you can do that is, if you are going out and having drinks, make sure you drink a non-negotiable 2 or 3 pints of water when you go to bed at night. Go and have that in the morning and get your fruit juices in you, and all that, all your antioxidants and all your little micronutrients in all your good fruits and stuff in the morning. Get all that in you. Start eating at a consistent time again, and get to your workouts as normal. I would say as normal, because your body is going to be struggling more now than it would have been prior your big weekends. So putting your body under double the pressure when it's already struggling is not the way to go. Take your time, easy way back into it, but think fully with your mind. I'm back switched on and I'm in action again. And then by this time, next week, your body will be back to where it was at least. And, as long as you haven't got an event in the next 10 days or a competition, then, sure, I'm hopefully, and fingers crossed that your performance wouldn't have dropped too much. If you were doing a competition or performance, or you were aiming for something in the next week, unfortunately, you're probably going to work at about 20-30% less, I'd say, if you're having a big weekend.
I mean, so would it have that much of an effect? I mean, say a lot of people training for the long course weekend. I mean, that's only a month away now. Ironman, having just one night out or a couple of binges at the weekend or maybe just fast food, is that the sort of detrimental effect it could have on your training?
It depends on how extreme you go. If you shouldn't really consuming alcohol to a high amount would make a difference into your performance, because it will just throw your body off. Our body shouldn't have alcohol. It will basically putting poison in our body, people.
Yeah, it'd be severely dehydrated, and the muscles would start struggling and starving.
Everything would struggle and slow down. So you're just you're not gonna work as effectively. So it would affect your performance over a short period. Would it affect? It depends on what type of event you're doing. It could be a big definite no-go for people if they're doing like bodybuilding or aesthetic type of trainings for the look of their body, because it might just throw their progression off course. But if you're looking at a month down the line, is it going to really affect performance? No. If you're having a couple of drinks, that's fine. But what I'm talking about is, because I know a lot of people they'll be out tonight, they'll be out Friday, they'll be out Saturday, they'll have a Sunday sesh. That's no good. That's writing off a month. That's writing off a month before you'll be back performing from a performance perspective, and your mindset will be difficult to come back from as well.
Yeah.
So,
slippery slope that one.
Yeah, that's it. It's all down to what you've got going on ahead, and also how hard you're gonna hurt yourself from it. A lot of people, they'll go and have a big binge weekend and they'll feel guilty as sin for a month or two. But if you're planning it properly and you're going, I'm going to do this, I'm going to enjoy it, it's part of my process, I've prepared for this before, I'm conscious of it during, and I'm working hard at it after, then you know what? You shouldn't feel guilty. Your body will get back on track. Your body will start to release what it needs and let the body flow as it wants, because our mind affects our body as much as anything else. So it's all about preparing, and if you're failing to prepare, then you're preparing to fail.
Yeah, it's a good one, that and how a great question, because I think probably a lot of people, I mean, I'm seeing more and more on socials. I'm seeing a lot more people out walking again, running again, cycling, obviously because the weather's better. It's really good to see. It's getting that balance right, isn't it? Go out, enjoy yourself, like you said, plan it, enjoy the weekend celebrations, don't feel too guilty about it, just go and enjoy it. But then it's all about that recovery process as well, isn't it? Don't go too OTT. Just ease yourself back in. And, like I said, all about moderation. A couple of drinks won't harm. The odd burger won't hurt you too much.
Yeah.
Just don't do it every night over the Jubilee celebrations.
Yeah, that's right. It's all about moderation. And it's down to perspective. I've used this word quite a lot with the guys in work and everything. It's down to what you want and what makes you happy and what your goals and what your aims are. You do not need to be training and eating and doing things like an athlete if you're not a pro athlete. And if that isn't your end game and that isn't going to pay your bills and that isn't going to make you happy, you don't need to be doing that. If going out and socializing, but you want to keep fit and healthy at the same time, is what you like doing, if you keep fit and active to go out and see people and feel good and to look good, and then treat it as that. But it's about your perspective. And remember, it's why we are all individuals. So don't feel that you have to be a certain way because other people are a certain way. It's about understanding yourself and what makes you happy. And ultimately, as long as you're not hitting anybody else and you're keeping you and yours around you safe, then you're all good. Enjoy yourself. And it's about perspective.
Some great advice there, Carl. Always great catching up every week. Synergy Talks. And Harrod, hopefully we answered your question there. I think that was a fantastic answer. Mine's going to be Saturday. That's going to be my little cheat this weekend. We're in Milford Haven tonight for the Jubilee celebrations. Please do come down and say hello, Carl. It'd be great to see you and the family. We're there tonight. Tomorrow I've got a wedding at the Cliff in Cardigan. Looking forward to that, and a day with the kids. So, yeah, Saturday's my one. Going to go for a little bit of a boogie, burn some of those calories off at the same time, I think.
Nice, mate. Nice. That's really good. I mean, we're having a good one. We've got some live music tonight down with us in Pembroke. We got
fantastic.
Under 18s party tomorrow at Friday. We've got a big weekend on Saturday with RK Switch coming down. We've got loads going on. We've got Pembroke Doctors, loads of street carnivals. It's exciting.
It is, mate. It's great. Well, have a fantastic weekend out, buddy. Hopefully we'll see you later on today and same time next week. Please do get in touch with us. It's at Synergy Coach or it's at Pure West Radio. You can also put your comments just below in any of the sections on YouTube, Twitter, on Facebook. You can watch it back there. And also do check out the podcast as well. You can catch up with all of it at purewestradio.com. Cheers, Carlos. Lovely to see you, buddy.
Cheers, mate. Take care. See you all later.